Gilson Snow and Winfield, in conjunction with engineering professors and students from Bucknell University, are expanding their business into wakeboards.
The whole reason for getting started in the first place was to take a look at the fluid dynamics in water, H2O liquid, and then adapt it over to snow, H2O solid. And so as we've now found sort of a firmer footing in this industry, learned what we're good at, what our core competencies are, we've realized that now going back in the other direction, we may have some value to add. So in partnership with Bucknell and the SBDC and DCED, we're looking into creating fluid dynamics inspired wakeboards that are tied into our proprietary manufacturing processes here in Pennsylvania.
The company received a $70,000 grant through the Manufacturing Pennsylvania initiative to help fund the design process.
Cool, so what we got right now is when we took the wakeboard out on Monday compared it to some competitor boards, one of the common complaints was that it was too flexible. So what we're doing right now is we have a little experimental setup going here to try to evaluate that flexibility. So we can quantify it, compare it to competitor wakeboards, and make sure that when we make our next prototype, it's the right thickness and the right size and everything so that it has the flexibility that we're looking for.
What we hope to do is combine intelligent experimental testing, like what you're seeing right now, to avoid having to build prototypes that we end up throwing away. We're hoping that what we get from each one of these is incremental knowledge, and that we can use that to minimize the number of full-size boards we have to build. That being said, we want to get lots of stuff out on the water and see. Ultimately, a wakeboard is sold because it feels good and it rides well on the water. We can only predict so much of that.
It's taken quite a bit of modification of our existing snowboard processes as well as our existing snowboard designs, because essentially what we have right here is it's basically a Gilson snowboard just made a little bit wider, made to the dimensions of a wakeboard.
So while H2O solid and H2O liquid are similar in many ways, there are some distinct differences that are requiring us to take a different approach. But the quintessential elements of the Gilson design will be carried over from snow sports to water sports.